Hey family, I'm Raymond. Welcome to the Family Meeple, and this is Thunderstone Quest, playing the Barricades mode with Nature's Wrath. Leaves fall. Your reckoning is at hand! The cry shatters the morning bustle of the marketplace. The party of trolls entered the keep at first light, under the pretense of business in the market. Something tells you this wasn't the business the guards had envisioned. The eldest among them, clearly a shaman of some kind, has indicated that the trappings adorning his staff and body now stands in the middle of the market, a look of disgust and defiance marking his features. I am Carnamal, servant of the earth, and I have come to bring the vengeance of the earth upon every bastion of civilization. For millennia, you have drawn the riches of the earth to serve your own greed. You have ripped down the guardians of the forest to make your own shelter. You have thwarted the will of the water's flow for your own comfort. You have enslaved the fires for your forges to produce abominable instruments of war. But all of that ends today. The natural world raises its arm in defiance of mankind's domination. You will all be redeemed. And with those words, the troll raises his hand high in the air, and you can see a strange object clutched in his long fingers. The length is golden, but the head glows at a brilliant green. He's done it now, a male voice says to you with a sigh. You turn to see Strin, one of the familiar characters of the keep's market. He is a generally jovial figure, somewhat comical in his appearance. He dresses like most folk, but his cloven hooves can't help make him stand out among the rest, given that most satires wouldn't be caught dead wearing the fashions of the civilized world. But his love for all the creations of the world is too great to deny, which has driven him to forsake a woodland life for one here in the city. You know this man, Strin? You ask. He's been a feature of the wood for many years, building a following of fanatics bent on destroying places like the keep so that they can reclaim that rightfully belongs to it. They took down an outpost in the southern hills a few autumns ago and destroyed an old road through the sylvan glade before that. There hasn't been word of him for some time now. I thought he'd finally died, but that... He motions towards the item in Carnamal's hand. That's one of the Thunderstones of this land. They were fitted to keys many generations ago by the guardians of the world and stored away in secret places. He must have found one. Strin turns to face you with a bit of a crooked smile. Which means he's about to make things a bit messy for you, champion. Sure enough, your attention is brought back to the market as a large troll brings his club down on a fish stall, sending the fisher reeling backwards as the canopy above him comes crashing down. Throughout the street, other members of Carnamal's tribe overturn tables, burn wares, and generally spread chaos and destruction throughout the denizens of the market. You reach for your sword and charge forward, but are stopped short as Carnamal's gaze locks on you. Make peace with your gods! You will all rejoin the earth soon enough. The item in his hand glows brilliantly as you start to feel a rumbling ripple through the street beneath you. The stones spread and split as vines burst forth and begin wrapping around each other before your eyes, blocking your way. As they grow, they come together to form the shape of an enormous bear, sharp thorns in the place of claws and teeth, thick bark covering its form. Suddenly, the emerald creation springs to life. lashing out at you with its claws, like a tree limb brought to life out of sheer anger. You sprawl to the ground on your back, raising your weapon in defense as the blow is deflected in a spray of leaves and splinters. Nature itself has been brought to bear against you, champion. Rise and fight your way to Carnamal before you are made no more than mulch to fuel his revolution. You stuff the black cube back into your pouch. The release must wait. The time for battle has come once again. So here we are, we're all set up, ready to go, and this is, as I say, this is Barricades Mode. So we have got our brand new Beastmaster's Barricade Mode card here. So let's back that on there we go, the green screen. So this is our Beastmaster. So what we're trying to do then is, for this particular scenario, whenever we defeat a level 1 monster and we've got a hero and an ally, so this really is focused around the allies of the Beastmaster, and we get the opportunity to level up. And if we are defeated a level 3 monster or higher, and you get to level up once or twice, when we roll a trophy, then we get to give one ally the static keyword. So this was introduced, I believe, in Barricades Mode. Basically means that it does say for just this one turn, so any card, any ally card that you've got out on the board, if it's not already got the static status, then it gains it for that one turn. So basically means it remains part of your hand until the end of the next turn. And then of course, as always, you get your various ranks and goodies that you can gain as you continue to level up your character. To the point where you get lots and lots of allies in your deck. So hopefully we'll see that in action as we play. And I apologise because I appreciate there is a little bit of glare just off my draw pile and my guild card. So let's have a quick look at the guild card. Okay, so what I'm playing then is the Cleric and Wizard Minimalist Guild. So providing I've got a Cleric and a Wizard in my hand when I'm attacking and defeating a monster, then I can either destroy a card of my choice from my hand or gain 2 extra experience. So I'm just going to pop that down here so it's one less thing glaring. Does that make a difference? It does, doesn't it? It's just in fact, I'll pop it over this side. There you go. No glare there. And then I'll pop the draw bag off to the side. Don't you see that? Okay. So we've got the dice representing, in this case, Barricades Lair. So this is the big baddie that we are fighting against. And as always with Barricades Mode, what you get then is, as we play, we've got a timer on the game. So the first few rounds we're going to be rolling 1 dice representing Carnamal sending his monsters in to attack the village, and then 2 dice, 3 dice, and then we'll flip it over and there'll be stuff on the other side. I have pre-prepared a stack of chits for the village. So the first thing we do is when we flip the card over and he is unleashed, summoned, or however you, that is when that comes into play. We have of course then got all the new cards that came out of Nature's Wrath, full of monsters that we're fighting off against, as well as the actual locations as well. So level 1, 2 and 3, we've got the original giant rat and a great big hefty stack of wound cards. So these are the festering wounds, so as well as gaining wounds from the monsters that you're defeating. So here, for example, you get 2 wounds, but here we've got, for example, the overgrown path, and that means that you would get a festering wound as well as any particular wounds that that particular creature, monster that you're fighting gives you. So these do various bad things, and of course they clog up your deck. So that's how they work. We have seen those again in the past. I think they were even a part of the original Thunderstone Quest. We've got our goodies up here as the bazaar. We've got the neoprene board mat for the various locations with the areas, and then in true solo play with Barricades Mode, we've halved the village and we've halved the guild's quarter, so the marketplace and the guild's quarter. So let's just have a quick look at the heroes that we have to choose from for the guild's quarter. So we have got Krakar Stonehand, who is a dwarf elemental fighter, and he'll have his various levels. He gives us 2 magic attack, and we also have our cleric fighter, so General Nyla Rivers. So again, 2 normal attack with her, and of course she will get opportunities to level up, we hope. In the marketplace then, we have got ally. Now, I did see someone doing their playthrough online where they put their ally in the guild's quarters rather than in the marketplace, so apologies folks if that is incorrect, but as far as I understand, it should go in the marketplace, so that's how I'm playing it. And obviously particularly with the allies being such a key part of the Beastmaster profile. So that's the ally that is available to purchase. And then from there we have, I really like this was one of the things that was introduced with Nature's Wrath, the Deck of Spirits. So it has the static ability, so there's, once you've got it in your hand, it's always around, and there are various aspects of these, so I'll show you and then I'll shuffle them back up. So I'll take the top half off. So some of these might give you money, some of these might give you normal attack. This one is giving you you draw a card. You can ignore these effects. So there's all manner of stuff. So these get randomly shuffled up. I've already shuffled these up, so I didn't want to disturb them. So you can see the top one available there when we purchase that is it gives you a magic attack. And the value of that magic attack is determined by the number of those deck of spirits that you have in play. We've also then got a spell. It's an arcane spell, which is the Precognition. As you can see, you can gain lessens the wounds if you've got that in your hand when you take damage from the monsters, and also the village or dungeon. And I will take that to be village or dungeon in terms of it's one or the other, because obviously Barricades Mode you do play both village and the dungeon. So look at the cards on top of the deck, and equal to the highest wizard, place them back on the deck in any order. So it's a way of being able to maybe stack your deck if you've got a powerful wizard to hand and happen to have that out. And it's worth 2 gold as well, so that's quite tasty. And then of course a nice big hoopy weapon, as we have got fighters, both wizard fighter and cleric fighter, so it's nice to have a good weapon. So yeah, the Bangarang, causing 2 points of damage. And you can give it static if you increase the skill level, so as your heroes increase you can potentially have that hanging around to continue to cause extra damage to the monsters that you are fighting off in the dungeon. Okay, as I mentioned, allies are a big thing in this, so we do get some additional allies, brand new allies in this particular game. So we get a couple of the hawks. So the hawk will give you again static ability and has +1 magic attack. If you have this particular character out, it gives you additional magic attack. We don't have that in this play in this particular scenario. It does give you a light as well, so that's quite good. And then we have then also got a new introduction, which is the raccoon. Again, only really in my mind very useful if you were playing that particular character, because then it has an extra attack, otherwise it doesn't give you any attack. Does have the ability to destroy this card, so remove from the game in order to avoid a wound. So you're effectively sacking off the raccoon, bless it for its sins. And similarly, the rat again doesn't have any direct attack, but does if you have the extra character, which we've not got in play. and it has the ability to sacrifice the rat in order to ignore a wound from the baddie. So what I have done then is to make the allies a bit more potent for this particular game, is I pulled out allies from other scenario packs that we've purchased in the past. We've got the Black Cat, so that at least does 1 damage and it gives you 2 gold, brings a light with it as well, and you may avoid those alert icons as the monsters, and also in the dungeon you may give one hero the rogue keywords. Particularly useful, there are a couple of locations where it says if you have got a rogue in your party you can ignore effects in dungeon rooms, so that's particularly helpful. And then we've also got the Desert Wolf as well that we can select as an ally, and again similarly, so this one does 2 points of damage, only 1 gold, but can ignore the effects, and that's how that one works. Okay, so that's it. There's a lot going on in typical fashion. So we have got a couple of new pieces of treasure. Hopefully you'll get to see those revealed as we play, and that's it. We're going to storm on ahead. So I've got my starter deck, so let's put the so we're going to put Carnomal's Lair on level 1 and shuffle up. Away we go. So let's have a look, see what we pull for our hero this turn. So we've got an adventurer and a knife, always handy, an adventurer and an adventurer and another knife and another adventurer. I guess we're going to go attacking, folks. So of course, as always, typical fashion, you can go to the giant rat to level up the adventurer. So that's effectively a freebie, but in the meantime, let's go back and see what we roll for the dice roll. See that there, we've got a purple. There we go, purple one. So let's have a look at the board and see what the purple says. So Nature's Wrath, unless you have a divine, elemental or magic card, add 1 monster to the dice pool, but we don't have any of those because we're just starting out, therefore we're going to add 1 monster to the dice pool. So we really do now need to go to the dungeon and fetch off one of these dudes. Now, or certainly what I've seen thus far, the level 2 monsters and level 3 monsters all have 8 points each in terms of their health, their hit points, so they're pretty hoopy, I have to say. But we have got a level 5 hit point, the Ravenous Beast over here. Let's have a look and see what he's bringing to the table. So the Ravenous Beast, mutant beastie, and if you found a Guardian key, which we're not using for this, then he has extra wounds. We don't have to worry about that. It does give us 2 experience and a treasure item, and for that particular location we also get extra spores if you have extra light. And unless you have a rogue, this room has a 1 light penalty. Again, I don't have any light either, and I don't have a rogue either, so that's not a great start to venture into there. Alternatively, we have the Imposing. So the Imposing, +1 armor for each Guardian key found. Again, there's no Guardian keys, so it does deal 2 wounds, but gets us an iron ration and gives us 4 XP. And there's no light to be required in that room, but it does give it a +1 on that room's location. So, okay, so I am going to go to the village first, and then I'm going to go over to the dungeon, but I'm just trying to work out what am I going to do over here, and what can I afford to do over here on the basis of what I'm then going to do in the dungeon, if that makes sense. At the moment, I've only got 2 gold, so options to buy, as I mentioned, the Deck of Spirits are great, but they're really cheap, so that's quite nice. So I'm definitely going to buy one of those. Where else would it be useful? Maybe to level up my hero on the basis that I hopefully get a bit of XP, trying to take on, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have got enough to take on the Imposing in the hostile meadow. So I think that will then get rid of this monster die. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. So let's go to the guild's quarters. So the idea is we can at least level up 2 of my adventurers. So with the 2 gold that I've got, I'm going to buy a deck of spirits, and then I'm going to venture into the dungeon and face off this imposing. No, I won't get to level up to him, but it is what it is. Right, okay. So this is our imposing, just a reminder then. So we're going to start off with taking 2 wounds. Let's take those straight off to the bat. Got that. We'll take an iron ration. And 4 experience. 2, 3. In fact, let's just take the 2 experience, and then we're going to spend 2 experience to level up my adventurer. I'm going to put him under my minimalist guild card, so he's gone out of the game, and I'm going to choose in its place a cleric. So we've added a general Nyla Rivers, and the rest go into our deck, and that's it. That is round 1 done. Okay, so back to the hero board. We're now drawing 5 cards. Didn't get Bree and Jubba, so we know that card is Jubba. I tell you what I didn't do. I didn't draw cards when I went off to the dungeon. Apologies, folks. I always need to check what I need to do, and I didn't check that. Okay, so these guys are face down, so let's replenish that now. And this is now replenished with the Keen. Has 4 magic and extra damage, hit points if you found keys. Does 1 wound, gives 2 experience. We've got a wee need over there. Okay, so our hero comes back. We're going to go to the dungeon this turn. So we've got our Thunderstone Staves, 2 adventurers, and Bree sitting. So let's have a look, see what we've got. It's a monster. Okay, would almost like to have grace on this, so do I want to chuck this in? It's a difficult one, folks. If I don't chuck her in and maintain, keep the gold, then I can buy a flame spirit, which is an ally, which means I can start to have a look at leveling up my Beastmaster, because at the moment I can't. Which is definitely good if I could do that. Definitely good if I could do that. Okay. But I don't think I've got enough to even take on. Okay, so one of these monsters is going to get through, so let's... That's fine. They're going to get through. Let's leave it. Okay, so we're going to purchase a flame sprite, because we've got the extra gold, 5 gold. There is no point going to try and defeat a level 1 monster, so we may as well try and take on the rat, although he's got 4. I can't even attack a rat. Flippin' heck. Can't even attack a rat. Wow. Okay. I'd have had 7, but no, that's fine. Let's stick with that, and then I know. Let's go to the marketplace, because that will enable me to at least draw 1 extra card. So my hope now, guys, is if I can draw, even if it's just 1 adventurer or a dagger, that will enable me to what would enable me to do? That would enable me to attack the rat. That's what I'm thinking. Why have I got 1 sat there? Oh yeah, because that's Jubba. Oh, so that's what I draw, isn't it? Apologies. I draw Jubba. So it gives me extra money. Means I can level up. But I also don't have steel. I forgot Jubba was there. Thanks for that, Jubba. Okay. And it's just pointless me even going to the dungeon, because I can't attack. I can't even muster 4 points of damage. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Most certainly is annoying. No, I've got my Thunderstone staff, so I can draw extras. Oof, this could work out. Okay, let's have a look then. So we're going to go to, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to the rat. I'm going to go to the rat, and because of the Thunderstone staff, if you have a wound, draw 1 card. Nice, it's an adventurer, and then because I've got 2 Thunderstone staves, I get to draw an extra card. Hey, it's a dagger. Beautiful. Okay, so back up to the table. So I've gone over here to fight the rat. So it does mean I can attack. I have plenty of attack, and it does mean I can then level up both, or at least 2 of my adventurers. But I don't defeat a creature. But that's fine. So I will draw 1 of each of those. Now we'll go straight in there in placement of my adventurers. I should draw an extra card as well, really, shouldn't I? Oh, an ally. Oh, okay. And then if I had a lantern, I could sack the lantern to give it static. I haven't got the lantern. Probably would have been worth me really fighting something else, but there it is. Okay, that's fine. Here's what it is. Okay, maybe some bad choices. Apologies. Okay, that's all gone. That's all done. I have gained some level ups, so that's fine. It's better than nothing. But I didn't get to gain this. I could have taken on a more powerful baddie. There it is, folks. Okay. And when I went to the village, I get to heal a wound as well, so I will heal a wound. Okay. Now we're on the next turn. So when you go to the village, you can heal a wound, but I'm not going to heal a wound because it's worth having 1 wound if you put out Thunderstones. Although I've not got them now. In which case, when I go to the village, I will heal another wound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I need 1 more. And I'll look at what I've got in my hand and then work out where I want to go in the village. 6. Okay. So, come down to the hero board. What have we got? Aha! Our deck of spirits. So what I do with this, I'll just poke this under here, so I can see that this is what this gives me. Deck of spirits. This gives me a +1 damage, magic damage, determined by the number of deck of spirit cards that I've got in play. Got a first hero out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. Okay, so we can destroy anything in the first 2 rooms now. So we're on the next roll again. Another monster. Oh, talking of which, apologies folks, I need to draw a chit because that monster came and attacked the village, and the chit is for the temple. Temple always gets a hard blast. Okay, that's the shop at the arcane. Let's block up the temple. Okay. So what have we got then? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. Still not enough to get the 8 points of damage, but I will get to draw an extra card when I go to the dungeon because I've got a dagger. And then gold. I've just got 1 gold coin. Darn it. So I'm not going to be able to level up. I'm not going to be able to purchase anything. So again, I will go to the marketplace in order to draw an extra card. Hey, and it is the Flame Sprite. Nice. Okay, doesn't give me any extra gold, but it does give me an extra magic attack. So it does give me 8 points. Nice, okay. So I could possibly take on one of the bigger chaps further down on the board. Okay. So, what else? What else? What else? What else do I want? I want to come. So that was that. I can't buy anything. I've healed up my wounds. So we're going to the dungeon. So the point you declare you're going to the dungeon, you go to the rat, and we're going to draw extra card. Hey, we have Bree. Okay. That would be nice for it to come out when we were in the village and get some extra money, but there you go. But it does give us an extra point attack. So we are now having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage we can deliver. Okay, now this reclaimed outpost says unless you have a rogue, they get extra hit points, so there's not much point going there. We can take on a troll Jomach. And for spoils, place your champion in adjacent level 2 or lower, ignoring the light requirement. Light. We need a light. Do we have a light? We do. We have 2 light with the flame sprite. Okay. What else have we got? Not a lot. Okay, before battle, destroy the top card. Just have a look at this dude over here, the troll Jamark. Okay, before battle, destroy the top of a random item or ally stack in the marketplace. Yeah, allies in the marketplace. It's fairly sure that's where they would go. Okay, if in a party, each champion in the party rolls 1d6. Okay, well, I'm not in a party, so it would just be a random item in the marketplace that would be destroyed. Yeah. How do we do this? We've got 4 items. I can roll 2d6 and divide by 3. God, maths. What am I doing? Divide by 4. 2d6 divided by 4. 10. Oh, 2. Oh. I'm no good at maths, guys. No good at maths. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's a deck, which was going to give me an extra attack. That's been destroyed. Boo. And the next one is if you have another deck of spirits, you can change a before battle ability on one monster in the dungeon to an after battle ability this turn. I don't know what that really benefits me. And that's the only thing with those ones, folks. They are a little annoying when there's something sat on top and you think, I really want that. Extra attack was really useful. That's not so useful. Okay. Doesn't really do it. Anyway, so we're back over to. So I guess we're fighting this guy then. So this gives us. It's a level 2 monster. I mean, I don't have to fight a level 2 monster. I could put that back. That's probably a sensible, but I've randomised it now. So at the point you've rolled dice, you can't really go back. So I will stick to it. I will stick to it. And I've not got to the point yet where I've got both the wizard and the cleric out, so I don't get to introduce my minimalist guild. Okay, so what have we got? So we've come down to here. We needed a light. We got a light with a flame sprite. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage. I could reroll. Do I want to reroll? Does mean more maths. 8 points of damage, and I will do a reroll. Where's those dice? Not a 10. 3. There you go, the first one. That's much better. I'd rather have that than that. There you go. Okay. So Bree Settim has done her job. Once per turn after a die is rolled, you may re-roll the die before it resolves. If you do, discard Bree unless you have Joba. That's what we've done. So again, we are fighting off against him. So we've got 8 points of damage, which we've well surpassed. So we will get another iron ration. We will get 4 picture points, 4 experience. And we will take a wound. But that's fine, that works for us, not against us. We're still drawing 6 cards, and there's nothing in the room. That's fine. We'll something else instead. Okay, so don't have it in the dungeon. Now then, we didn't have what we needed to trigger our minimalist guild, but we did have a hero and an ally. Therefore, we can trigger the beast master. So for free, I can claim the first piece. So the first rank gives me the option, then when I go to the dungeon, I can discard 2 cards from the top of my deck, and any allies that were discarded, I get to put straight into play. So that's quite nice. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a lantern to sacrifice to destroy to make my flame sprite static, so here goes. And everything else goes... Where did I go? I must have gone to the... Did I go to the marketplace? I think I went to the marketplace to draw an extra card, didn't I? Yeah, so I can't level up, but I've got a stack of XP. So that's good. Okay. So we are back to hero turn. So sorry, the Carnamal's lair moves on. We're now rolling 2 dice per turn. So let's draw 6 cards. We have 6. So we've got 2 Thunderstone stars, which is 4 gold. We've got a Joba, which is another 2 gold. We've got a dagger and 2 heroes. Tasty. So we've got 7 gold. That's very nice. I'm very tempted then to buy a Bangarang, because that has a weapon that is very powerful. Although having said that, that top card of the deck of spirits is probably worth grabbing while it's out. Maybe grab that, get rid of the... I'll grab the Bangarang and drop the dagger. Seeing as I have actually got the gold for it. Oh, it's probably worth doing that. It's only worth 1 gold, but it's the same as the dagger anyway, so that's fine. Let's do that. Okay, so destroyed the dagger. We'll grab a Bangarang. And let's roll the 2 dice to see what we've got coming at us. We've got a red. You may place a card with a purchase cost on top of a random stack in the marketplace. If you do not, then add an extra monster. Oh! That's not great. But I do have a wound, so I get to draw an extra card. I'm going to take the chance. So we've got 2, at least a level 2 monster, or 2 monsters we need to defeat. So a level 2 monster. We have got 2 heroes, so if we do get to destroy a monster, then we'll get to claim our minimalist guild spoils. Do want to maybe try and level up. I think it'd be worth leveling up. We can do that. And we've purchased an item already. So we've gone to the guild's quarters, so we can level up as spoils. And what have we got at the moment? We've got 5 points of damage that we can deal. So we can do 1 monster easily. But when we go to the dungeon to work out where we want to go, and we have got 2 light source, so we can certainly get down to level 2 without any issues. We will get to draw an extra card. So the Thunderstone staff says, if you have a wound, draw 1 card. So let's do that. Why you sat there, Brie? You can come in as well. So we'll get to draw 2 extra cards before we venture into the dungeon. And if we get, what have we got? 5, 6, 7. If I can get 3 more hit points, am I likely to get that? Maybe, maybe. It's not very likely, but it's a maybe. Oh, I've got my weapon that I just purchased. Well, that gives me an extra 2, so that's tasty. And hey, an adventurer. So that does indeed give me the extra 3 points that I needed, which is fantastic. So I could potentially level up 2 heroes. Let's have a look. Okay, so it doesn't matter which of the level 2 baddies that I'm going to be facing off against, but it does matter where I face off against them. Therefore, we are going to be facing off against a Troll Zundaka. So before battle, destroy the top card or random hero stack in the guild's quarter. Okay, I've only got 2 of those. That's fine. It's not a big problem. Let's go with that. And we need 8 to defeat him. So let's remind ourselves then over here. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Got 8. There's no additionals, so that's fine. And we'll roll the dice. So on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, you can't even see. There we go. It's a 1. So it's the cleric that gets destroyed. Off, gone. Okay. So we're back to trolley trolls. Okay, so we're going to get 5 experience. There's nothing extra for the room. So we'll just go a white one to represent 5. And we are going to take a festering wound. So that will go into my deck. Okay, so that's gone. He's been defeated. That's good. Alternative face up. Oh, these are big one. Okay, so I do get to level up 2. 1 for the guild's quarter and 1 for having Joba. So, do I want to level up those 2? Do I want to level up him? I can enact this and gain an extra 2 experience, so I will do that. So I think it's worth gaining this 2 experience, spending that 2 experience to level up my adventurer, and we'll claim an extra cleric. And I'm going to level up my cleric to level 2, and that will cost me 3 experience. So it becomes there we go. So she now has the ability that you may ignore magic resistance on monsters you battle with this turn, and when you go through the dungeon you can heal a wound or gain 2 skill. What would you be wielding to gain that amount of need to gain that amount of skill? Anyway, right, I think I put my level 1 on the bottom, on the top, so I'll just put it to the bottom. Okay, so they are all done. Not worried about static. Oh, I could pay the 2 static, in fact. I'm going to keep that out on the basis that Joba gave me 2 extra. So I will utilise that. Now, before I do anything else, I can pay 1 experience to gain the next rank, because I defeated a level 1 or more. No, I didn't have an ally. I can't do that, sorry. Oh no, Joba's an ally. Yes, I did have an ally. So again, the other advantage of playing this with Barricades Mode is, of course, you do have 2 allies in your deck to start with. So yeah, very good. Okay, so we've got that hanging around for 1 turn. So key to give it static keyword this turn. Okay, but maybe we could do it again next turn. We'll find out. Okay, so we're done in the dungeon. We're moving on. We're going back to the village, and we are now round 5, nearly halfway through. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, I've got a festering wound, not a normal wound, that's why. Okay, so coming down to the hero then. What have we got? So we've got Bree, we've got another ally, so that's good. So that's extra magic. We've got a hero and a dagger. And we've got a hero and a hero, and that hero can manage to wield that. So that's helpful. And she can combine with, I believe, because it's a +2, she can combine to give a bonus there. So we're rolling 2 dice, and we did defeat the 2 monsters, so no more attacks got through to the village. Okay, we get to draw an extra card, so that's handy. Always like to draw an extra card. And we have a green, and the green says all monsters you battle this turn gain an extra physical damage, an extra hit point for each green. So that's not great. But we do get to draw an extra card. Nice. And it's a Whoopee Cleric, our level 2 cleric that we've just gained. So that's drawing an extra card. And when we go to the dungeon, we'll get to draw an extra card as well. So that's very tasty. So at the moment we have 1, 4, 5 gold. So let's go and buy another ally sprite. Okay, now we don't have a cleric and a wizard. We've got 2 clerics. Okay. So I've purchased something, but I need to work out where I want to go. I think we're going to go to the Guild's Quarter in order that I can level up. So I've got 2 of my weenies, and I've got 2 of my bigger ones, and I've got a bunch of XP ready for the spending. Now then, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points of damage we can sling at something. So I think at that point it is absolutely worth coming down here and doing one of these big guys and getting some treasure, and you get to see one of the new pieces of treasure that we've got. So I think I might take on the Willow Whip. Let's have a look. So the Willow Whip, we'll get that up. There we go. So we've got a treasure, 5 victory points, 5 XP and a wound. Discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the highest hero. Discard 1 hero from your hand if you discard an item. And that's before battle. Ooh. See, that's where that other deck of spirits maybe could come in. You could do it after battle instead. Wouldn't make much. Never mind. So I can ignore magic resistance, but it doesn't make much difference. Although if I come to this other room, I can face off against the Prime Private, but he'll do me 3 points of damage rather than 2 points of damage. It's only points that I'll heal when I go back to the village. Same XP, same treasure, and I get to ignore the magic resistance and the magic resistance for that room, and I get an extra XP. So let's do that instead. Okay, so we are going to go to the dungeon, and we've done the level up. So we get to level up one of the heroes. Need to try and mark something to remind me where I've gone. Okay, so I've taken a potion out just to remind me where I've been in the village. It's such a long trek from the village to the dungeon, I forget. Okay, so we're fighting off against the Pine Private, and he's partially camouflaged, you can see there with the green screen. So we're doing an absolute wallop worth of damage. 13 it was. So I didn't buy a weapon, so that's fine, we'll keep that. I should have drawn an extra card, I believe. Maybe. I think maybe I drew it already. I can't even remember now. Okay, so we defeat him, which means we get spoils from this location. Aha, we get a lantern. That's helpful. Okay, so we get a lantern. We get an extra XP on top of his XP. So that gives us 5, 6 XP. That's good. We take an extra wound on top of those 2 wounds. So we get 3 wounds, however. Ouch, that doth smart. So we are down to 4 cards. Ouch. Okay. Or when I go to the dungeon, sorry, with the general, I can heal a wound. So let's do that. So at least then I'm still on 5 cards next turn. And I gave that static. So let's put that in there. And then because I'm still in a dungeon, I can spend my lantern to give my other ally, the elemental ally. I think that's legit. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment below, let me know. Okay, so I've taken all the wounds, I've got all the XP. Treasure, that's what we need now. A piece of treasure, and what we've got is the Reaper. Nice. It is a cursed magic weapon. Let's get rid of him. So let's have a look. So when you go to the dungeon, destroy heroes to destroy a level 3 or lower monster in the dungeon whose level is equal to or less than the combined level of all heroes destroyed, and you gain the experience as printed on the destroyed monster. Nice. Oh, we've got another Pine Private come into play. Okay, so we've got a nice poopy piece of treasure. Carries a light with it as well. And I did go to level up one of my heroes. So didn't need to re-roll anything, so that's fine. Let's level up my weenie. Level up my weenie. And we're going to give a wizard to the stack, because that's what I want for my minimalist guild. And those statics are staying, the rest are going. That cleric, that's very powerful, that level 2 cleric. I'm just about to dump them all on my minimalist guild. That would be truly minimalist, half my deck gone. We're on to the next round, so on round 6. So let's draw a hand. That can go. I know where I went. He can come back out. And we are, oops, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Didn't matter. We have those 6 cards. But we already have 3 cards in hand now because of the statics. So that's good. Ah, we've got a wizard and a cleric. Nice. Oh, festering wound. But the advantage is I get to get rid of that festering wound now because we're going to the village, which means I can heal a wound, which is that festering wound. Fantastic. Now, do I want to go to the temple and heal 2 wounds? Not really. I've got an absolute stack of oh, do you know what? I need to level up on here, sorry, as well. 2 XP this cost me, so there's 1 there and 1 there. Okay, so when you gain this rank, gain any 1 beast ally from the box and add it to your hand. So this is where I will then take, as I mentioned earlier, the hawk. I'm going to take the hawk, so that gives me 1 magic attack and a light. And when a hero is discarded or destroyed, by rune's ability, you may discard this instead. So that's quite a handy little defensive birdie. Excellent, so that's permanent static. That one. Boop. There we go, along with my spirits. Okay, so I've got 2 Thunderstone staves. That's like shards then. That's a different mode. My festering wound. So I think I definitely want to level up a hero to go back to the guild's quarter. Or in fact, let's roll 2 dice and see what Carnimal is throwing at me. 2 monsters, that's not good. And unless you have a divine element or magic, add an extra monster. I do have probably all of those, to be fair. No, I haven't got anything divine, but I've got lots of magic and an elemental. So there you go. Plenty. So we've got at least a level 2 I need to defeat. How many damage have we got? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at the moment. Tasty. So we could definitely take on a level 2 or a level 3. We're going to heal up and get rid of this festering wound, so that's gone. Don't have to worry about that anymore. I'll stick with the 3 wounds. I'll deal with those later. And now I can buy something. I have got 7 gold. So I think at that point it's probably worth buying another bangarang, I reckon. Yeah. Let's buy another bangarang. That static's quite nice as well. No, I'm going to buy the deck of spirits. The reason being, folks, is deck of spirits. I'll bring that out for you here. It says you get plus whatever it is for each deck of spirits cards that you have. So the fact that I've now got 2 deck of spirit cards means both of these are worth 2 points of damage against monsters each. So I've got 2 normal damage, 2 magical damage, 4 extra damage every turn I'm going to the dungeon. Static, not going anywhere. That is very tasty, folks. I will not lie. That is a tremendous help. It really helps batter your way down here and build up towards fighting the big baddie. Okay, so where are we at now? So we've purchased an item. We've declared we're going to the guild's quarters so we can level up one of the heroes. And now we're going to go to the dungeon. Do I have to draw any extra cards? If I have a wound or the Thunderstone staff, then I get to draw extra cards. I can't draw any extra cards because I need to shuffle my deck. So, and this is one of the things I love about it. All these static cards are great because you just get to go through your deck so much. The idea of this kind of minimalist thing with this, I mean, it just works so well, folks. Okay, so we're drawing 2 cards. What have we got? We've got a dagger. Boo. And we've got another basic cleric. Okay, so we've got 2 basic clerics. Joba. Haven't got any more lanterns to destroy at the moment. But I can use Joba with one of the others to give this static again for another turn. And we can arm that to someone as well. No weenies this round. Okay. So, let's just tuck that. Oh, I don't want that under there. No, let's tuck it over there. There you go. Okay. Right. So, what did I say we had? 2. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage we're doing, folks. So yeah, pretty much anything now that's going to come at us, we are going to absolutely chomp up. Now then, I don't have a rogue, which means there's a chance that this would get extra boost. Versus coming down here. I'd have to discard a hero from my hand for each item I discard with the Will-O-Wisp, if you recall that. So let's have a look. Whoops, what am I doing? Will-O-Twisp. Right, so Will-O-Wisp. Before battle, I have the risk of having to discard heroes, but do you know what, folks? I'm doing that much damage. I don't think it is a significant risk, so I think I'm fine to take that risk. How many items have I got left? I've got probably 1 dagger, 1 bangerang. Did I buy the extra bangerang? I can't even remember. Maybe none then, possibly. Let's find out, shall we? Discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the highest hero level. Okay, well, I've only got level 1, so it'll be 1 card off the top of my deck. So let's put him back. Let's put him down here, and I need 3 light, which I've absolutely pasted with my allies alone. No, so it's a flame sprite that came off the top of my deck. So that's fine, that doesn't do anything at all. And now I get to attack him. If you have a cleric, -1 to the location, so I'm going to take 2 points of damage. I'm going to get an iron ration. I'm going to get an item of treasure. We'll look at that at the moment. I'm going to get 5 experience, which is another white one. I'm soon going to blitz through these. And 2 points of damage. Let's take those. Down to 4 cards now, folks. 4 cards. Okay. So that's him defeated. Let's replace him. Okay. And the other Will-O-Wisp comes to play. Right. So he can come back out of the dungeon. Excuse me. Okay. Nothing else I need to do. I can't destroy that. So that will get discarded this turn. Right, spoils, level up 1 hero, paying the costs. So I get to do the spoils of that and the spoils of that. So I get to level up 2 heroes. Let's level up both of my clerics. So that's 2 level 1 clerics going. So 2 level 2 clerics. And that costs me 3 each, which is 6. And then I defeated a level 3, so I can do 2 ranks on my board, my prestige board. So let's do that. That will cost me 3 and 5. Woo, 8. But I want Chuck those back in. I want 2 back for me. Wow, that was expensive. And 2 for my ranks. So, whenever I roll the trophy, I also get to remove one of the monsters, so that's quite nice. And when you gain this rank, gain any 2 beast allies from the box and add them to your hand. So that's handy. So I'm going to take, I'll take the other hawk. So I've got 2 of those hawks, and I will take the, I'm going to take the wolf or the cat. I'm going to take the cat on the basis it's worth 2 gold, and it's a rogue. Okay, I mean, it doesn't have static, but that's fine. Okay, so it comes into my hand and then gets discarded. I don't get why I would have it come into my hand when I... Anyway, okay. Right, that's fine. So we've got a rogue. Did leveling up. So that was it, I believe. So those are gone. I paid for that one. Everything else is gone. Okay, so now we are on round 7 and we are rolling 3 dice. But we're only drawing 4 cards, but I've got tons in static. So that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly what I needed there. Okay. So we have Bree. We have a level 2 cleric, a level 1 fighter. So we get to enact our spoils if we defeat something. And we are going into the dungeon with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of damage. So we can attack anything. Anything at all. We are well armed. Oh, I was going to show you this treasure item. That's what I needed to shuffle in as well. So our new piece of treasure with this, Nature's Wrath, Ark of Creation. So elemental magic item. In the village or the dungeon, discard another elemental card to draw 2 cards. So that's quite tasty. So that goes to my discard pile. Okay, so let's have a look at our hero. So we've got lots. How are we doing then? So we defeated this, we didn't get attacked in the village, and we need to roll 3 dice now. We are coming close to the end now, folks. Oh, 2 monsters and a trophy. So all allies gain the static word. Well, all my allies have already got static, so that's fine. And I get to remove one of the monsters, so I only have to defeat a level 1 monster, but why would I defeat more when I can? But that's fine. I blew through a lot of my cards, and I've been forgetting the rank 1 ability, so I'll show you shortly. But anyway, what do I want to do? I need to clear some of this, so I'm going to go to the temple in order that I can heal. So I'm coming down here to the temple. Whoops, so I've only taken 1 damage to the temple, and that enables me to heal 2 wounds. I can't level up here, but I do get to still go to the marketplace and purchase something. So what have I got? 3, 4 gold. Do I want the deck of spirits? I mean, 4's not a lot. Am I that bothered about anything? Ideally, I'd probably wanted to have bought maybe a piece of gear for the bazaar, but it is what it is. Okay, that's fine. So what can we do? We can arm the cleric with the Reaper. And I'm going to arm Stonehand with Bree helping. Bangarang, so that still retains the static keyword. Not worried about the destroy heroes to destroy 1 level 3 or lower to gain the XP. It's interesting. Funny enough, not really something I'm interested in. Okay, that's fine. We are now then going to go, so we've healed up at Semple. I'm going to put a little potion down to say that's where I went by myself, and I'm now going to the dungeon. When I go to the dungeon, I'm going to act the dungeon thing. So I can heal a wound or gain 2 things. So I'm going to heal a wound. I can sacrifice a hero to destroy a monster, but I don't want to do that. Wielding, he's got that, so that's it. That's all I need to worry about. Okay. Not drawing any extra cards and like that. No. When I go to the dungeon, I can summon, which is discard 2 cards from the top of your deck, draw any allies discarded in this way. So we're going to do this. So this is 1, so he's not an ally, and now I have to shuffle up. So I could just draw that same pleb again. The way it is, folks. Okay, and hey, it's an ally. So he comes into play, which is my Flame Spirit. Very tasty. So I get an extra point of damage. So that's how that ability works. When I pay for the next level of rank, I can do that with 4 cards and any allies come in. So you can see again, you can really see where this minimalising your deck, stripping out stuff, focusing on getting those allies, and then just keep bringing them back into play. Potentially up to 4 allies come into play in a single turn. So that's really powerful stuff. That's the power of the Beastmaster, summoning nature around him to take on Carnival. Okay, so that was it for the village. We are in the dungeon. We have a hoopy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage that we're going to be dealing to something, and it really don't think it matters much what. So let's come down. Just healed up, but I kind of want to go here just on the basis. I mean, this would only cause me 2 damage, this would cause me 3 damage, but this does get me an extra XP, and it does get me a lantern rather than iron ration. I've got loads of iron rations and I'm just not using them. So I think this is the better place to come, but it carries more risk. So let's have a look at what does it say. Okay, so Pine Private. Before battle, discard cards from the top of your deck equal to the highest level hero. Now I have a level 2 hero this time, and he gets +1 magic resistance, but unfortunately that's nullified because of Nyla. So Nyla says, let's bring it on here, so you may ignore magic resistance on monsters you battle this turn. So it's nullified, so it doesn't matter, but potentially I think I still need to draw 2 cards. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's draw 2 cards. We've got a Thunderstone Staff and a Dagger. That's fine, no major loss, but makes no difference. So for each item discarded, which would have been 2 items, folks, that would have been an extra 2 hit points. And then unless you have a rogue, discard 2 cards from the top of your deck. Monsters in this room have +2 magic resistance for each item or weapon. Okay, so 2 cards from the top of the deck. So it is a hero, and it is another level 2 hero. Ouch. Okay, so keeping those at bay, but it wouldn't have added in, but it didn't have any effect anyway, so that's fine. Okay, so we've followed the process, we're clear. We're now going to absolutely wrap it So we're going to gain a lantern and a piece of treasure, and the treasure is interesting. Let's have a look. It's a possessed elf warrior. Wow, 3 attacks, 6 skill. A demon elf fighter hero. When you go to the dungeon, discard 1 XP to gain an extra 3 attack. Nice. Very tasty. Okay, so that's what I gained as a treasure item. I'm going to gain 6 experience. I'll just take the white and the grey. And 3 wounds. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now then, I'm going to discard the lantern to give my flame sprite the static keyword, so I'll stick around for next turn. This die has been defeated, so we'll go to the bottom of the deck, and we're going to draw. Oh, didn't think I'd been through all those, but there we go. Going to draw the next one. Okay, and we are now back out of there. I'm going to put that potion away. What else do we need? What else do we need? I'm going to move on 1. I didn't get to level anything up, so we're done. That is retained because it's got static keyword, and all these go. And we are back down to drawing 4 cards. Ouch. I think they've got a whole ton of statics. So 3 and 4. Let's have a look and see what we draw. So we've got another flame sprite, a basic weenie adventurer. I'm rolling 3 dice. Ouch. This could hurt, folks. This could hurt. Oh, not too bad. So we get to draw an extra card for a start. So let's do that. Oh, the black cat. Beautiful. And the red says you may place a card with a cost on top of a random stack in the marketplace. If you do not, then add an extra monster. That's fine. Let's add a monster to the rack. And purple, unless you have divine, elemental, or magic. Elemental. That's fine. We're done. Okay. Don't need to worry about that. So we have 1 monster, 1 level 1 monster we need to defeat. This is the last turn before Carnival becomes active and we can attack him directly. So let's have a think. Now then, I really want to clear some of that damage. What else have I got? I mean, I've got 2 of these sprites. I could discard one of these sprites, draw an extra 2 cards. That's the last 2 cards. Might be worth it. Might be worth it. I can't even think what I've got in there now. But I think I'm going to do that. So when I go to the village, wherever I go, I'm going to do that. So let's draw 2 more cards. Oh, nice. So we've got Jobber, which means we'll get to level up someone. So that's definitely handy. And we have got a Thunderstone Staff, which means we'll get to draw an extra card as well. Or could heal a wound, get back up to 5 cards. So that's advantageous for sure. It means I can come here and hopefully level something up instead. So let's do that. Okay, so what have I got? So in terms of money then, what have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9. Do I want another blade? Probably don't. Just go for another ally, I'm thinking. Let's do that. Let's go for another ally. And I mean, that is it. Okay, that's fine. So damage next. Let's equip our Mighty Warrior with an extra 2, so that gains static again. And we've got a cat down here now doing 1 normal damage. We have got the rogue keyword now. Unless you have a rogue +1, it's worth stopping anywhere else. I think this is where we're going to be going. So let's have a look at what we could be fighting here. A Manchineel. A Manchineel? Marauder? Manchineel? Don't know. You tell me. So let's have a look. So it's a giant plant ent army. Before battle, discard 2 cards from the top of your deck. Destroy 1 non-starter hero for each weapon discarded. Ouch! Destroy. I mean, the others discard, and it's doing 2 festering wounds. Oof. Do I can't really be bothered with that versus the Willow Whip? Bearing in mind I'm about to take on the big guy. Willow Whips discard 1 hero from your hand if you discard an item. I think that's much less punishing. Let's go for that then, folks. Okay, so I've gone to the village, which means I get to heal a wound. Let's do that. It's in entirely wrong tray. Thanks for that. Okay, so we've healed a wound. We're still drawing 4 cards next turn at the moment. But now we're about to go to the dungeon. There isn't anything else to do alternatively. So let's go to the dungeon. When we go to the dungeon, we get to either draw an extra card or have 4 or fewer hit points. You may heal 1 wound instead. I have 4 hit points, so I will heal a wound. That's that one done. Dungeon. I've enacted that static. We've done the village mode on there. Destroy lantern. Haven't got a lantern. And you may give 1 hero the rogue keyword, which we don't need, so that's fine. So we're coming down to the forest shrine. So after battle, you can place your champion level 2 rooms relevant for us. We're facing off against a Willow Whip. Because we have got a cleric, it's only the forest shrine is going to do 1 extra damage to our party. So this is where we are. Okay. Let's have a look. So this is what we are fighting against. So we've got 8 physical hit points, and we're doing loads. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so easy done. Which means we get another iron ration. We get 5 more XP on there. And we're going to get 1 wound plus the 1 from there. So that's 2 wounds we get. Back down to 4 cards. He's defeated. Okay. That's that done. And it means we counted off that monster. So no damage to the village. That's good. And then what else do we get to do? Treasure. We get a treasure card. So let's have a look. What have we got? Ooh. It is a magic item worth 2 gold. Does 1 magic point of damage and give any wizard +2 rank. Interesting. Okay. And it gives me light as well. Okay, fair enough. So that is it for that. So this now disappears. It didn't have the static word. The cat doesn't have the static word either, so that disappears. This is a magic item. Yeah, so I did power the static on that. Oh, I need to level up. That's what I need to do. And I need to do this. And did I have a wizard and a... No. Cleric. Oh, did I not have a wizard and a cleric? Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I took an extra hit point. Ouch. I'm down to 3. I didn't realise I didn't have a cleric. Okay, but I get to level up my wizard. Yep, so he's gone. I'm going to level him up to level 2. And I'm going to level up my weenie. Is that right? Yes, so I went here. to a level 1 cleric. There we go. Okay. So it was free courtesy of that, but I did have to pay for the other one. So the level 2 one cost me 3. So that's 3 gone. Now then, I defeat the level 3 monster with a hero and an ally, so I do get to level up to 2 ranks. So let's... so it cost me 6 for that one, leave me with 4. Can he pick him up? I certainly can't afford to get the next level rank. Okay, but it now means when I summon, I discard 4 cards off the top of my pile, and if they are allies, I get to put them straight into my hand, so that's quite tasty. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have a cleric, so I didn't get to enact my minimalist guild. I'm only drawing 3 cards, but thankfully I currently have 5 cards static, so I've got a hand at 8 cards, which is very tasty indeed. Okay, 3 cards to the hand, a staff, level 1 cleric, and a black cat. Nice. So I have got 5 Glod. What am I going to do? I think I absolutely need to heal. So let's go back to the temple to heal 2. I haven't got any other village abilities. I can purchase something for 5. Do I want to purchase something for 5? I don't think I want to. Don't think I need to. I think I'm fine. I should have moved this on. So when this moves on, let me just flip this over. Okay, so when revealed, deal. There we go. When revealed, deal 1x directly to each village location. If 3+ cards are placed in the marketplace in a turn due to market disruption, Carl Normal heals an extra point. So market disruption is here, the red ability. So we'll see. We're going to be rolling 4 dice now for the next 2 turns, and then 5 infinite until he's defeated. That's the idea. Or the village is destroyed, of course. So let's come back here. We are so in fact we're not drawing from there, apologies. I've got a predetermined stack here, so they've got all the different locations on there, so they are, and they're all just the plain ones, so I've pre-picked those out. So we've got one in the Arcane Wonders, a second one in the temple, and one for each of the other locations. Done incredibly well, folks, in terms of protecting the village, which is great. So it's only the temple that's taken more than that. So let's pop him back in place in his dungeon. Okay, so we're rolling 4 dice, gone to the temple to heal, and whilst we're in the temple, there's an earthquake, terrible flood. Wasn't my fault. Ooh, 6. Ouch. 6. Ouch. What does he count as? I have no idea. Oh, he just counts. Yeah, he counts as this. Look, 7. Oh, flipping heck. Just. And then he gets a green. All monsters you battle this turn, including the Guardian, gain an extra 1 of each for each green. Oh, wow. Okay. Darn it. Okay, so he is currently rocking up with 12, 13, 14 points, hit points. 14 hit points. Okay. Now there's extra stuff at the bottom of his card as well, so let me just bring that onto the screen. As you can see there, because this is now where we are absolutely heading. Okay, so he gets +1 normal armor for each elemental or magic card you have, and +1 magic resistance for each non-elemental or non-magic item or weapon that you have. At the end of each turn, place all champions here in the 0 room. So we need enough light to get down there as well. So we're going to need 6 light to get all the way down to him. So let's have a look at what we've got. So the cat gives us 1, hawks give us 1 each, and the guardian gives us 3. So we have got 3 light. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, I only do 11 points of damage. I don't think I've got a way to draw cards either. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, 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 folks. Ouch. I can draw a card with a Thunderstone Staff instead of... Okay, this is going to be close, methinks, depending on what comes out. Okay. Although I can summon. This is where this could absolutely make the difference now, folks. So, let's go. So we've done the village. We're now going to the dungeon. We can do it in any order we please. So let's do the summon first of all. I'm going to discard 4 cards. Any allies come to my hand. That's the way it works, folks. So, a hero, an ally, a staff, and a weapon. Oof. Okay. We gained 1 ally. Just 1 extra point of damage. This is going to be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of damage. I don't think that's going to cut it. Okay, Thunderstone Staff. I get to draw an extra card when I go to the dungeon. Oh! Woo! 15 points of damage. And I get to ignore the magic resistance. Woo! Okay. So, that makes the world of difference. That does. And if I hadn't drawn him, I'd have got 2 hit points worth of damage, but that magic resistance is a game changer. Okay, and then because I'm in the dungeon with him, I can heal a wound. So let's get rid of that. So I'm back up to 5 cards next turn. So that's good. That was absolutely worth doing, more than healing a wound. Woo! Okay, so we have got 12 hit points plus 1 hit point for the green. So 12 is 13 hit points, and then green for each elemental or magic card you have. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 hit points is what I need to do. How many was I doing? I can't even remember. 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No! And there's nothing more I can do. 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He's got 12, 13. Oof. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wowzers. Wow. Okay. And that's it, folks. There is nothing more I can do. He has absolutely toshed me. I'm not quite sure what happens now, to be honest with you. I think I draw 6 tokens from the bag, so we could lose the game on that. Is that right? Why did I think 6 tokens from the bag? It's a level 6 monster. Oh yeah, because there's 6 worth of monsters coming at me. That's mean. That's mean. Wow. Need more of those alloys. Alloys? Allies. Allies, allies, allies. Wow. Okay. Oof. That hurt, folks. That Seriously hurt. Okay. Was there stuff I was missing? I don't know. Maybe. Let's have a look then. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh. Have we lost anything? So we've got one more for the bazaar. Okay. One more for the temple. We've nearly lost the temple. We have got arcane. Wow, what an even spread. One for the arcane wonders, one for the marketplace. Gosh, we did well there, folks. And 2 for the guild's quarters. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, oof, that was painful. Painful. Yeah, we did that here the wound. Why has that got an asterisk on it? I do not know. Okay, so that's still retained static. I haven't got anything to keep those as static, so that's stuck around. These have all gone. We're drawing 5 cards. We're moving on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Better than the 3 we drew last time. And we're going to be rolling 3 dice again. 3 dice? 4 dice. Oh, yeah, we had the green, didn't he? Okay, so we've got a level 2. We've got a flame sprite. We've got a magic item. We've got Joba, and we've got a magic item. Okay. Oh, okay. So we know he's going to be adding some to his defense. Again. We're over here. While we're rolling. Okay, so we get an instant X. That could finish the game. In terms of the temple being destroyed. And it's the bazaar. Okay. So that's that one gone. We have got a trophy, so that's 1 less monster officially. That becomes a 1. And with the trophy, I get to give this ally static for the turn, so that's nice. And then a purple, and the purple says, unless you have a divine, elemental, or magic card, add 2 monsters. I have divine. Sorry, I have magic, loads of magic, and elemental, so that's fine. Okay. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Right, so we have got. Let's arm. Let's come down here. Whoops. So we're going to arm. So we're going to sit General Nyla Rivers onto Joba and give her the Reaper and the Bangarang. So she's double weaving. Cool. On the back of a saber hound. So that's pretty awesome. We do have the spoils ability. We don't have to worry about so much about the healing stuff at the moment. We really need to get more cards. So let's go to the marketplace so we can draw an extra card. And we've got the Arc of Creation, which is an item. So I can discard another elemental card, which is not this one. Another elemental card, so I could do the Flame Spirit to draw 2 cards. Do I want to do that? Knowing that that is giving me an extra point of damage. Oh, it's a risk, folks. It's a risk. I think I'm going to do it. And we'll draw 2. Hey, that's 2 points of damage for my level 2 hero. And another sprite. Excellent. That was worth it. Okay. So Joba means we'll get to level up one of these at least. We need it, is the question. And then magic We can give the wizard an extra 2 levels. I don't know what the benefit of that necessarily is, but okay. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light, which is what we need to get down there. Can't forget the light. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of gold. Do I want to buy another weapon? Probably deferred that before, didn't I? So yeah, and if you look, his ability isn't a before attack, so you can't even defer it or what have you. Okay, so we have to defeat a monster. That's fine because we're coming down here. We have 6 light. Let's go for it. Okay. Quite cool cup of tea. So we are doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of damage. Is it going to be enough? Okay, stop. Is there anything else I can do? Yes. Let's do allies. So discard 4 cards to draw allies. Let's do that. I haven't got any other abilities to draw. I can heal a wound, so let's do that. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to draw 4 cards. 1, no. 2, yes, it's an ally. 3, no. An extra point of damage. And 4. I've been possessed, elf. I did get 1 more ally though. 1 more and 1 more point of damage. So we're doing 18 points of damage. How much defense has he got? We didn't get any boost this time, so it's purely from down here. I have got a level 2 cleric, so I can ignore the magic resistance. So it's purely +1 armor, physical armor, for each elemental or magic card. So, magic or element. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 19. Flipping heck. 19. Oh no! It's minus 1 armor for each elemental magic. I'd have got him last time as well then. Flipping heck. I'll tell you what folks, read the cards. I tell you, flipping, I was thinking he's getting plus. Show you this. Flipping heck. I was thinking he was getting plus armor and he was getting minus armor, and that's what I got all flummoxed about last turn. I put all those chips out the bag and none of it was required. And there you go. Always pay attention to those. And I've even got my reading glasses on, you know. Flipping heck. Okay. Apologies, folks. So that would have been 2 wounds. That would have absolutely killed him. So you've seen how it works if you don't get to defeat him, but absolutely smashed him. So that's 7 off of his minus armor. He's only got 4 armor and he's got 8. I'm coming in at him with, I think it was 17. So he's absolutely been battered, senseless. And I would have done the same the last round, I'm fairly confident. So yes, that was how that should have worked. And I'd have got an extra bunch of XP, which means I could have leveled up, maybe seen, so the extra ranks then that you didn't get to see, I'll just show you these on the card. You didn't get to see these ones, but would have absolutely seen at least 1, if not 2 of these. So when you gain this rank, you gain an extra 3 allies from the box and you add them straight to your hand. And I confess, guys, I don't understand why you would add them to your... Oh, because you draw at the end of your turn. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. I'm thinking hand You draw your hand at the beginning of the turn. You don't. You draw it at the end of the turn, I recall. Apologies. So that's why it's important. So they're there, ready to go the next round. So yeah, you can see how that comes into place. Again, there was a mistake I made earlier on. All allies also get an extra +1 when you summon them. So that's nice. And then the final one, when you summon, you may also draw one ally from your discard. So if it's sat there being used, get to bring him back. So yeah, love the Beastmaster. That's works really, really well. But you do need the extra allies to make it really punch. Or you need that extra character that obviously it keeps referencing, the Primelda Adana. So that's one of the extra characters that we've not playing in this particular scenario. So yeah, so if you've got Primelda Adama, then you do get +1 attack against for all your allies. So yeah, you'll see her, I'm sure, in one of the other quests. So this is the first of the 3 quests, and the particular layout and distribution of baddies and items and the heroes that you've seen played through. So what I'll do now is I'll mix that up again for the next quest. So you get to see some of the different heroes, different items, sort of different baddies that we'll be fighting off against. So it'll be quite a different experience. I will play the Beastmaster again, so hopefully you get to see the Adana and the difference that she makes to the game, and really boosting the power of those allies. And you can see how they really come into play. I think you've already got a sense of that now with that summoning ability of the Beastmaster. And yeah, so but yeah, I still absolutely love this game, guys. It really is fantastic. It's a different experience every time they bring out a different box. It really is such a different experience. The nuances that they add in. I really like the deck of spirits, those stackable statics. What I did do my very first playthrough that I didn't record, just as a test to refresh myself of the rules. It's been a while since I played. I did actually buy 3 of those and was rotating. I think, what did I have last time? I think it wasn't money. I think it was light. Yeah, it was the extra light. So yeah, having that in play, because you could put it in play, giving you 3 in one go, which means then everything, so you're getting +3, so that's an extra 6 points of damage, and then +3 light, so you're whipping it down into the lower regions of the dungeon, and then you just discard the light, and you've still got your +4 points of damage when you're attacking the thing. So yeah, that works really, really well. But it is a bit random, as I said, as you've seen, how depending on what's at the top of the deck, obviously you can't just go delving in, so it really is down to that shuffling on what you end up being able to pull from. The rest of it is all very much normal, as you'd expect. And obviously there's a level of randomization with some of these creatures now, where it's saying discard stuff to the marketplace randomly, or destroy stuff randomly from the marketplace. So you see how some of that stuff maybe works through as well. If that one had been destroyed, yeah, ignore the effects. It's neither here nor there, some of those ones. Bit hit or miss. And I do find that sometimes with some of the magic items, well, some of the items in the marketplace, I find some of them very underwhelming. You look at it and go, well, why, how, what would I use that for? Doesn't quite make sense. And then there's other stuff where you think, oh yeah, no, that's fantastic. So +2 on that weapon, but give it the static ability, so it's there for the next turn and the next turn and the next turn. So kind of basically presumably representing the fact you're increasing your skill, so that when you throw it as a boomerang, it's a bangerang instead, then it comes back to you, and you're then able to use it again the next turn. Love that idea. Plays out really well. You've seen the 2 new magic items. What I will do is I will put them back. So the other magic items that I was drawing will go back to the bottom of the deck. So I've got a massive pile, as you see here. But yeah, so I've got just an absolute chunk of treasure items. But the 2 that came with this particular box, I will put those on top, so you'll get to see those and how they work time and again. So that was the Ark of Creation, and then there was another magic item as well. And yeah, we'll see how they fare and play with the other items. You've seen some items, cards being destroyed with the effects of these, and again, I'll swap these out now, and the next quest you get to see some of the others as well. So that was it. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully that was informative as to how some of those changes work. You get to see some of those new monsters, some of those abilities, some of the new heroes. I do find it intriguing, and I noticed this actually. in the rules, it talks about still juggling in the keys, shuffling in. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and juggle. I can't juggle. So it talks about shuffling in the keys, and I do find these keys quite interesting. I can't remember, to be honest with you, I cannot remember the last time I played with keys in Thunderstone. I found the Barricades mode really kind of does away with the need and the purpose and the benefits of keys, but these do have playable abilities. As you can see, so as you're finding these keys and discovering them, you get these extra things that you can play. Yeah, so you've got these Guardian keys. If found by the champions, gear tokens are worth the following. So it revises the price of those gear tokens. Give one hero an extra attack when he goes to the dungeon if you've got that key. And again, I'm not entirely sure how these play, and then you've got different options on the other side. Look, I found by the Guardian, because the Guardian's hunting. I don't know. I think you just play out with the Barricades mode. I think you just play out the Guardian keys. So the Guardian abilities are, so once found by the champion, when you go to the dungeon, you get to draw an extra card. So yeah, so there's various different abilities there. But and again, I think the notion is you'd shuffle these in to the monsters as you would if you were playing the normal original Thunderstone Quest. But when you discover them, you get these extra abilities. But I'm not quite sure if these are just like one and done, if they're supposed to be then static because they hang around, they just sort of an addition to your hand. I'd need to look into this a bit more if that was going to come into play. But yeah, I did notice there are a number of monsters that talk about they have extra bonuses depending on the number of keys that you've got, and I noticed particularly the wizard that you didn't really get to see. So Cucker Stonehand, so again, when you go to the dungeon, he gets +1 magic attack if a Guardian key has been found. So that's his ability. So he's very much powered by the Guardian keys, get +1 light as well as damage for each found Guardian key, and an additional +1 damage if the green key has been found. And then at the final level, when you get to level 4, so +1 damage and light for each key found, gain an additional +1 if the green key is found. So yeah, it's the same, but obviously you get that extra level of hoopiness. Hoopiness, is that a word? Hoopiness? I mean, that's quite a considerable level of hoopiness from 2 points to 5 points. I mean, that's a massive leap for sure. So yeah, so that's how he would operate, given the ability to see him in this full flow. But he does really require those Guardian keys to level him up, which is why I focused more on leveling up the cleric, because as you saw, that even just a level 2 ability on that cleric made such a difference to the game. Not being able to implement those magic resistant bonuses, I mean, that was, yeah, definitely an absolute game changer. But anyway, that was it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked watching, then please hit the like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe, encourage me. And yeah, otherwise, I will see you back at the table in the future, and we'll go on to the next adventure in Thunderstone Quest, Nature's Wrath. As always, guys, thanks for watching.